It's here. Hey, it's Chris. Aeon Trespass Odyssey. This massive box, arguably one of the heaviest boxes that I have ever received. Are you ready for cycle 4 and 5? My top game of 2022 is returned to us. Before we even get into the Sins of Hercules and all the other stuff that Into the Unknown has upcoming with Enormity and everything else, cycles 4 and 5. Let's go. I don't even know where to start with this thing. This thing is practically the size of my table. This is a 3 foot by 3 foot table. Yeah, that's the reason my production quality is poor, because this room is so freaking small and this table has to be even smaller. Let's show you what you want to see on the unboxing, a little bit of rambling, a little bit of ranting, everything along the way. Ooh, I'm hyped up. Ooh, one of my most anticipated in a long time. Let's go. So right here on the top, we got just your punch boards. Now, thankfully, it's bane of my existence recently, you know, especially as a reviewer, like, you think about all the games that I'm like getting, but you never kind of realize how many of these I'm putting together, punch boards or those little freaking dials I hate, you know, but again, just not a ton of cardboard stuff right now as a whole. So I'm not going to punch these out in front of you. That's boring. Not too bad here. Turn this around the right way. More tiles, more numbering tiles. Ooh, that's a little interesting. Not going to, again, punch this out. That's not the interesting stuff. We're just going to set that aside till we get to the good stuff here. And this is the good stuff. This is like a new boss here. Fleece. Oh, this guy just looks freaking awesome right now. And, oh man, just primordial rounds. Man, it's been a long time since I've gotten this to the table. You know, just way too long as a whole, truth be told. And who doesn't love some secret mother freaking envelopes? Again, we got this little symbol. Do not open until told to do so. R, do not open until told to do so. Do not told till open to blah. And Z. Okay, great. And then we'll get to the books here in a second. But this is also something that I just have to point out here. Important exceptions. This is an upgrade pack. And I truthfully, you know, don't pay attention to a lot of the updates along the way. I see how close we are to shipping. I see when the pledge manager closes. And that's just the most important stuff to me. So when I see stuff like this, I go, I wasn't aware of this. And I don't know if it was widely spoken about. I'm sure it was. But it's just nice to see. It's a little bit of a, you know, conundrum. If you're a first edition backer, you kind of hate to see it. At the same time, I love that it's just provided right here. So, you know, you get all of that. And then you've got just, your tables and your abilities and your locations and the objectives. Let's open this thing up because this is where some of the cool artwork comes into play here. Again, that's just kind of cool looking. So you get to see a little bit of what's going on here. Just across the board. This is a thick stack too. I'm skipping like every other here at least. And so just more locations, more rules, more objectives. Oh, we're getting into the guys here as well. We got to back up there a second so we don't jump into too far. Okay. Oh, and then we're Midas score. Okay. Midas scores back. Demigin. Oh my goodness. That just, what is this? What on earth is this? Babylonian lunacy. Okay, that thing looks freaking insanely crazy. Dahaka right here. Oh my gosh. Dahaka ignores line of sight. Well, that's not going to be a problem. The Dragon of Phobos? Good freaking lord. Oh, have you ever seen that Vince McMahon meme? Vince McMahon, it's a whole nother issue. But the meme where he's like, right? Like that's what I'm right now. Medukitos? Oh, I can't pronounce things, but it's like a Medusa Hydra. Holy crap, does that thing look freaking insane. Titan X? What? Oh my goodness, Shadow Dancer. I'm just Cloud Soar. Oh, the Titans that you can be and get. Wish Ender! If that isn't something that is freakingly awesomely named, and it better do what I expect it to do. Holy cow. Lunar Lander. Okay, that thing looks like a Gundam right there. Immortal Truth Bearer. He's holding the globe. Look at that freaking thing. That's amazing. Okay. I love this. Fear Eater. Hell Diver. Trespasser. Of course, Trespasser, right? Executioner. I better just be able to freaking wreck with this, right? Does that make you pumped up? Just reading those and seeing those pictures makes me hella excited. I am just ecstatic right now. And then we're getting to the books, right? We're getting to the book stuff. The Gardens, this is cycle 4 of Infinite Growth right there, right? And spoilers here a little bit, obviously, in case that wasn't already completely clear with everything else I've shown. But holy cow, look at that. Look at that. That is just freaking cool. So again, all of the special cycle 4 stuff, the battles, the keywords, stronger fists, wish attack, wish armor, endless staircases. Oh man, I am just holy nostalgia, holy hype. I don't think I've been this hyped for a big box ever, right? And I'm not as big into the big boxes. Oh, expanded Nettis Theater. Oh my goodness. Nettis Theater, you just unlock crazy stuff via crazy battles. And here's all your chooses and your choose your own adventures and, you know, 2,375 and 5,742. And then the individual different areas and conquests you're going to be going into separately. And again, like, not too much spoilers there, but oh man, Inward Odyssey too, the inward stuff that you get to unlock with the secret codes. And okay, we're going to spoil too much stuff there. Let's go to this. This is the Truth Sayer Cycle freaking 5. Oh, they went full on opposite colors here. Oh, that black with the white on top of it looks freaking insane. New abilities, new adventures, new credits. Oh my gosh, this thing is just massive, folks. I don't think you appreciate how thick this book is, right? Like, this has to be like, oh, what, like 200 pages? Yeah, it's about 200 pages. Look at that spoiler here at the end here. Harsh Truth Battle. I don't even know what the hell's going on there. Dragon of Phobos, like we were talking about. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing compared to your size, right? Holy cow. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, guess what I'm playing for the next month. I hope I didn't need to do anything else review-wise between now and 2025. Special events. Oh my goodness gracious. There's no way I'm going to have even maybe one of these cycles played by the end of 2024, but who freaking cares? So then we get to the really good stuff, right? Beta, don't open until told to do so. X right there. And just decks and decks of cards, folks. Decks of cards, items. Here's your map cards as well to go along with it as you're exploring. Oh, good gracious. Okay, how do we even open this thing up right now without, like, totally tipping the apple cart? So let's see if we can get this thing open. Actually, you know what? We're going to set this one aside and just say screw it a second, because the one that you're really going to want to see is this thing. Look at these things. Holy cow. Oh my goodness gracious. That's the dragon right there, I bet. I don't know why I'm whispering, but it's just so freaking cool. And again, it's just like miniatures on this side and cards and other stuff on that side. So everything you need. I just, you know, I kind of wonder, and I kind of wish that I was a painter at this point, because this would just be kind of freaking cool if I actually could paint some of these and actually get full table experience. Granted, you know, I'd pay slightly lesser. You don't have to like halfsies it, right? I'd pay lesser for, you know, acrylic standees. Oh my goodness, that's an ugly thing though. Man, I kind of wish you didn't go whole Kingdom Death here, because the thing you can't see me looking at right now is if you look very carefully, the guy has a little face right there. And man, just make it a freaking dragon. Just make it a freaking dragon there. It's like you're kind of go halvesies right there. It's still freaking awesome, but I just wish it was full on, not like half Kingdom Death where it's like the human gore element aspect. Like, I just like the fantasy. I'm not this big, you know, mixing and matching when it comes to that. I don't even think I can get this thing back in there. There we go. Holy crap. And then what else do we got here along the bottom? Oh, no, this is the dragon. The dragon, this thing's actually much smaller. This is the dragon. And I was small in the picture compared to the dragon. So if I was small compared to the dragon there in the picture, that other one that I just showed you before this is freaking massive, much more massive. So that is, wow, that must be like end boss, those last two I just showed you. So then we got this guy, whoever the hell this guy is. Again, he's much bigger than the dragon too. So, okay. This is getting freaking insane. What is this? Like upside down. Oh, it's like, oh, this must be like a stand for, oh, you must be putting some of these together. Okay. That's insane. Oh, this must be part of this tree right here. So that is going to be huge on the table. Look at, this is much taller than even the other weird end boss dude. And especially if you start stacking him up on the bottom here, it's going to be even more insane because his pieces are going to make it just absolutely freaking massive. So what else we got card-wise here, though? Because this is the heavy part of things. Holy crap. Okay, so we'll slide this way. You saw the 3 little decks. We've got a middle... Can we open these? I must be able to open these, but I don't think I want to because they're actually tear top. So spoilers there. I'm thinking we have a little miniature. We'll leave those to the side right now. And we just have tons and tons of cards over here. I don't think you can see it fully off camera. But, you know, this is... I'm going to try and pull this out all at once here. This is the cardage that's going on. That's half the cardage. Here is the other cards that are just, you know, the abilities, the enemy decks, all of this sort of cool stuff here. Here you go. Let's camera magic this. Open a few of these up so I can show you what they look like spoiler-wise. So here I just opened up what's known as the Babylon Lunacy deck. And these are like his attacks and the body parts. And Gaze of Greed, Shadow Economy, all right, Death Clock, Downward Trend, Golden Trickle, Remember Babel, Forgot Irem, I mean, Eyes of the Sun. I mean, this stuff is all completely crazily different. And all of these things target the Eclipse Zone, target the closest Titan, rotate, you know, go after the stairs, give all these conditions out. Man, these are all just crazy. Oh, this is just going to be freaking insane. Soul of Greed. Wow. Body part. I mean, this is just absolute insanity here. And a couple of these are slightly different, right? The Demi Jin that I talked about earlier, some of those N1s. And so this is really about 2 of them together. But look at this. Look at this deck. This is not insignificant here. The size and the amount of cards in each of these decks as the attack deck and the body parts. So this is much bigger, I feel like, than a lot of the ones in the first cycles. So then we have a few of the ability upgrades here, the Memnos, you know, sort of keywords. Then you have some of the negative settings here. Messianic is actually negative. Humiliated, dogmatic, delusional, sacrimonious, wishful thinker. And then we get down to, you know, Earthfleece, which is another, you know, enemy deck here is a blue one. So the blue ones are all there as a whole. And just, again, just a massive amount of these cards. Ooh, Coming of Darkness. Oh, that's not probably, ooh, double-sided. That's probably a bad sign, right? Finish off the Nemos here with Twilight and He Spoke Truth. Not this channel. And then Titan X. These are Titan X's. You know, that was the weird New World Baptism. Oh, that just looks insane. These cards are all darkened. I'm sure that's thematically incorporated there. Pretty freaking sweet. We're getting all the traits here then. You know, again, okay, cool. So just tons and tons of new stuff here. This is all just traits, right? Hide and Heat Seek. Oh, geez, that's complicated. Reminds me of like Marvel Puzzle Quest stuff recently. It's getting more and more complicated. What are these? These are the things I was talking about at the bottom of the miniature box there. Some of the new terrain stuff. That's what that is. Okay. Some of the new terrain stuff. Oh, and here you get to the new upgrades and the new building stuff, the combat aspects, offense, defense. Let's get to the other good stuff here. More combat. Everything's combat. Who cares about the rest of the stuff, right? Insolvency Bulwark. Okay. Protect your ship, essentially. Dahaka sighting. Oh, that's going to be bad if you have to detect something else chasing after you again. Wish Deflector. Ooh, right? Like, wishes are going to be a bad thing in this game. So, Cloud Scout Fleet. That looks freaking cool. So, okay. We just have tons and tons of stuff. Sustainable Oasis. Archaeohistorians. Curse Exchange. And a Plutocratic Diplomacy. And plutocratic agents, you know, who wouldn't want to have plutocratic agents. So we'll open up one of these last sets here. And again, this just has more of the Cycle 4 stuff. And then I'm sure we're getting into the Cycle 5 here. So, you know, not too much spoilers there as a whole. The Dragon of Phobos sighting. Oh, that's bad. You're going to either find that thing or have it not chase you down. So those are all the 5s right there. And then Fearful Hospitality. That's like the story of my channel. I had to be a little careful when I was pulling out the equipment cards here and sort of the items, because a couple of them actually say don't open, so I didn't open them all. That would have been, I kind of want to just spoil stuff, right? And see how crazy these games are. Do you ever do that? You ever just like flip through one of these games and say, okay, what happens? Or what does this actually mean? Like, I've definitely done that, you know, truth be told. I can't not spoiler some stuff, even with like some of the shows I'm watching, some of the animes, or some of those, you know, really in-depth ones with a huge lore. I do a little bit of that, truth be told. I try not to, though, in most of this stuff, because it is really super exciting finding out the super cool stuff when it happens. So, again, like, Foss Conducive Depth Suit, Refractory Shield, Wrist Harpoon Chaser. I mean, this is just kind of cool stuff. Magnesium Flashbang. Okay. Ether Extinguisher. Egg tank? What the heck is that? Okay, I don't even want to know. Xiphos. Oh, that thing looks freaking sweet. Look at that sword. Look at those abilities. Okay, needle knives, blade dance armor, pain fuse, Atlantean spada, oscillating spear. Good lord, how do I get that? So light wall shield. I mean, this is supreme. Or I thought that said supreme, and then I thought it said supreme, and then it said supreme. So again, black vent camouflage. Holy crap! This is just, you know, I don't even care if this stuff is balanced. I just freaking want to explore this stuff. I don't even know how to mispronounce that. So just get a whole bunch of stuff here. Chain Kusari Gamma. Oh, that thing looks awesome. I don't care what it does. I just want to be able to have it equipped to my character, right? That's all that matters. You just want to be doing cool freaking things across the board. Jarmer! Not just armored, but Jarmer! Anti-curse armor. So, I mean, again, I'm showing you like the basic stuff here. I have literally 5 of these other ones sitting, not opened at the point of this. I'm sure that's fashioned from the enemy that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, that's unique. Okay. Immortal armor. Immortal armor. Okay. Willblade, Cursebreaker, Visage. Oh, I mean, like this stuff has to be. This is all like unique stuff. Holy crap. You know, this is like just a wet dream for me. Liquid bow. What the hell is a liquid bow? Oh, Jiminy Cricket, that's good. It's cumbersome, but who cares? Sit back and just snipe people. Who doesn't want to do that? Like, I would love to do that. Oh man, I need to get this back out and more played again. I need to like remember where I was and to cycle 3 and Abyss wetsuit. I mean, this is just Abyss axe. I don't even care if this stuff is good. I just want to be able to equip it and see what happens, right? And actually, truth be told, there were more like 7 of these, actually, when I said there were 5. So just all of this crazy stuff. And you know what? This is probably the best part of this game is there's just so much crazy stuff that when you got one of these super unique items out of nowhere or off of reading one of those little booklet entries, it was probably one of the coolest experiences I've had in board games, right? Just the absolute excitement that goes along with this. Moonlung, WTF, right? Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have dealing with oxygenation in this game. Oh, that both scares me and makes me absolutely excited. Immune to fear and dread, crit chance, gain an ether token, unique dark exemplar. Oh my goodness. What do I need to do to get that? Silvered armor, reforged loot. Good gracious. Oculus Lance. I'm sure that's not super freaking powerful. Holy balls. Hermes Highway. Whoo, dog. Oh, this is just crazy stuff. Oh, and then we get some of the woundings and some of the, other fear aspects you're going to have to go into. And then we'll open up this last one here, some of the other traumas that we got going on here. So again, just kind of cool stuff all over the place. A little bit of the traits here again on the front and the back. Okay, so none of the huge spoiler stuff. You can't read those texts as I'm spinning through this. So, oh man, this is just gonna be freaking awesome. So, well, like I said, I know what I'm doing for the next 2 months or so with this game. How does it make you feel, right? And does this make you more excited for some of your big boxes, opening these up? And I think this is really a good litmus test, right? Some of these I've done in the past, like Mythic Battles Ragnarok or the one with ISS Vanguard, where I was like, oh, man, I feel like down by it. But this one gives me absolute elation. So I can't wait to get to the table, and I can't wait to see what they have in store, because if they can do this with Kingdoms Forlorn, or truth be told, Enormity actually appeals to me much more than Kingdoms Forlorn does. I want to see what that does, because that's going live in crowdfunding in December. So, whoo, pricey. Let me know what you think. Comments, questions, or concerns down below. Peace out. Stay classy. Hopefully that was enough spoilers for you.